Hey, what is going on, crypto people? Happy Monday to each and every one of you. Wow, what an exciting time to be an early adopter in this new asset class that is the digital asset space. So listen, my thesis of Ripple implementing and bringing the MakerDao ethos onto the XRPL. It has been confirmed, fam. It has been confirmed. I can't wait to share with you this video. It's been confirmed by one of Ripple's partners or one of the CEO of a company that Ripple invested into. We're going to share that with you guys. It has been confirmed. You guys know, you see this video here 4 days ago, Ripple, the MakerDao of the XRPL. I've actually been speaking about this in probably my last, 4 or 5 videos. This one here, Ripple's stablecoin play is bigger than most think. Right. So hugely big news. It's been confirmed. I can't wait to share that with you. And again, I think that ethos, that model will be great for not only Ripple shareholders, but it will be great for the XRP holder or the holder of the governance token, whatever that is going to be. But it has been confirmed. Can't wait to share that. Listen, we're going to go over the numbers because the market, is doing what the market does. And what's going on with the panels and the XRPL grants thing. I have my thoughts on it. It's interesting. He said he was not approved for a grant once again, no explanation as to why. Like, how can you get better? How can you approve? That's just not a great look. It is not a great look from RippleX. Just not a great look. And we'll get into a little bit of that as well. I mean, even freaking a bank will tell you why they didn't approve you for a loan. A bank, for crying out loud. Come on, RippleX, Dev, RippleX, whoever. You guys can do better than freaking that. So we'll get into that. So let's go over the numbers. Let's go over these freaking numbers. According to CoinGecko, I got to refresh it. Now, this dominance thing is off. Just to let you know from CoinGecko. Hey, CoinGecko, your dominance thing is off. Bitcoin dominance, ETH dominance, it's not correct. It's not correct, bros. It's not correct. All right. So according to CoinGecko, the total cryptocurrency market cap is at 2.56 trillion, up 2.7% in 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance, according to CoinGecko, is 51%. It's actually not correct. Like, the dominance is like 55, nearly 57% Bitcoin dominance. Important to note, because why? We're trying to get to 60%. We want to try to get to 60% in hopes of having some type of altcoin season. It is feeling, however, more and more like a monetary policy change, flip, or switch is what's needed to have an alt season. That's a little challenging. That's a little challenging. So, but we'll see. I listened to Lester Rastani today, just on a side note, and he said there was a little indicator that is approaching that might light up and actually indicate something for the S&P 500. So we'll see if it does do that. Bitcoin is trading at $66,366 again. Ethereum is trading at $3,193 again. Solana's trading at $154 again. And XRP is trading at 54 cents again. Still ranging, still sideways, choppy stuff, right? Still sideways, choppy stuff. So let me get into the big thing. You guys want to know about how did I confirm for you guys that Ripple was in fact implementing the MakerDao ethos onto the XRP, or into the XRP ecosystem. Take a listen to this. This is Kava Labs, I think CEO Brian Kerr. This interview aired in May 11th of 2021. I don't know who the dude is who's interviewing him, but take a listen to this. We all know Brian Kerr, Kava Labs. This XRP community was big on Kava. I'm still staking Kava tokens. It's interesting because it was a lot of stuff was supposed to be, on the XRPL. I pretty much think they went the route of Cosmos. But take a listen to Brian Kerr here of Kava Labs.
Money service businesses. We saw the success of MakerDao giving ETH speculators a way to get margin in a decentralized fashion with loans and DAI. And it was actually through one of our other investors, Ripple. They asked us to put together a proposal. So we were more like a software and development shop at that time. They asked us to put together a proposal for effectively like a MakerDao system, but using XRP as collateral.
They asked us to put together a proposal, right? They asked us to put together a proposal, something similar to the MakerDao ethos. Let's listen to this again.
We saw the success of MakerDao giving ETH speculators a way to get margin in a decentralized fashion with loans and DAI. And it was actually through one of our other investors, Ripple. They asked us to put together a proposal. So we were more like a software and development shop at that time. They asked us to put together a proposal for effectively like a MakerDao system, but using XRP as collateral.
And a MakerDao system, but using XRP as collateral.
And we went to the whiteboard and we drew up a design, and it was effectively a side chain that was able to take assets on XRP, move it over, move it to the side chain, and then use it as collateral where we could issue our own stable coins. And really the goal for Ripple's perspective was they wanted to have a stable coin that they could give to their remittance businesses, money service businesses that were using their XRapid products and others. But once we designed that, we realized, well, actually, shoot, we could just design this for all the other assets. We can make a generalized lending platform. And from that point forward, we really did a 180. We pivoted fully mid 2019, and we launched the Kava platform as it's known today.
There it is, fam. Ripple reached out to them and asked them to put together a proposal, but that was similar to the MakerDao ethos, except using XRP as collateral. That's the confirmation. We've been talking on this channel for the last few days, the last couple of weeks about why Ripple stablecoin? Why the stablecoin? Even though Mickey B. Fresh called it months and months and months ago that he believed Ripple was working on a stablecoin. Why the announcement? Let me do this. Why, again, why the stablecoin, right? Why the announcement? Why that stablecoin? And again, Mickey B. Fresh has been calling that Ripple was working on a stablecoin for months. Make sure you guys go to Mickey B. Fresh with the letter B, fresh.com to learn all things XRP, XRPL, Flare, Sonberg, dude, and that team over there are next level. So again, why the stablecoin? Why the announcement? Why the announcement of a lending protocol? It's an announcement of a lending protocol, proposal. If it's a proposal, why are you announcing it? It's just a proposal, right? So we understand the stablecoin. We know the answer to why stablecoin. It's a profitable business. Right? It's expected to go to nearly 3 trillion just by 2030. That's a few years away. Okay, so we understand why I get to that model, right? We understand the AMM for sure. Totally, completely get that. By the way, that interview there, it aired in 2021. I think May of 2021. But I think that Ripple came to and asked for this proposal in 2019 to come up with this MakerDao ethos but using XRP as collateral. That was in 2019. Just so you know. But why announce the lending protocol, right? If this is where they were going. Now, the confirmation for me was listening to Monica Long at an event. I think she was on there with 3 other people, and she just kind of, I don't know what you would call it. She just kind of subtly said, yeah, and T-bills and tokenized T-bills and T-bills, yeah, those are more preferable to stable coins because you can earn yield on it. And I thought to myself, it felt like a letting the cat out of the bag moment. Then I began to just kind of, ponder a little bit, and it made sense that they would do this MakerDao ethos. You got the stable coin, right? Got the stable coin. Now you got this lending protocol. Certainly XRP could be used as collateral. Everything kind of makes sense that they would implement this MakerDao ethos. And here is why. Again, for me, it speaks to it's good for the shareholders and it's good for XRP holders. And if you've been paying attention to Monica Long posting and David Schwartz posting and Brad Garlinghouse posting and even Chris Larson posting, they keep saying, and XRP holders, and XRP holders, and XRP holders every time they post something, and XRP holders. You remember about 2.5 weeks ago, it was this is great, this is great, this is great, and for XRP holders, and for XRP holders. So they have pivoted, in my opinion, from merely doing stuff outside of the ledger or off the ledger, but doing stuff more on the ledger because they're realizing that the bottom-up approach is the better approach, in my humble opinion. So I shared this with you guys before. How MakerDao, this is from January of 2024 by Aries V. How MakerDao stands to generate millions in 2024. MakerDao has an annualized revenue of $200 million in 2023, with 50% coming from tokenized treasury bills. Tokenized treasury bills, right? MakerDao has tokenized $2.5 billion in real world assets. What has Ripple been talking about? Tokenization and RWAs. As an innovative system that gives users the means to borrow without having to go through a centralized exchange. See that phrase right there? Without having to go through a centralized exchange. What did Ripple say? What did the RippleX dev team say about this lending protocol, this lending protocol proposal? What did they recently say? Let me share that with you guys. Panos, Orchestra Finance. Looks like some people have made a decision on that one being the one, right? So RippleX put this out on April 12th. Today, devs, Anshal Mall and Vito Tumas introduced a proposal for a native lending protocol on the XRP ledger. A proposal. Why an announcement? Again, it has to make you think. Why an announcement of a proposal? Wouldn't you just kind of keep that? What if the proposal doesn't go through? Right. That's the reason why they're announcing it. It's going through, right? So on the XRP ledger that will further expand its DeFi capabilities. Let's break down what this means for the ecosystem. The proposed lending protocol would empower users to borrow and lend digital assets directly. Remember, Brian Kerr said the whole idea behind that, what Ripple was wanting to do was to stablecoin and get the stablecoin into the hands of the people using, XRapid. Well, today would probably be Liquidity Hub and ODL. So lending assets directly, fostering financial inclusion, transparency, and efficiency without unnecessary intermediaries. The proposed lending protocol would empower users to borrow without unnecessary intermediaries. The means, giving users the means to borrow without having to go through a centralized exchange, which is an unnecessary intermediary. This is what they're going to do, my friends. They're going to bring the MakerDao ethos onto the XRPL. This is without question. That's what they're looking to do. And again, I think it's going to be beneficial to both the shareholders at Ripple and to XRP holders. It's just going to be, we're going to have to see how they do a governance token model, if they do a governance token model, and how they use XRP. How are they going to use XRP? Right. So we all get the idea of XRP for collateral to borrow, but is it going, what's going to be the governance token model? Because MakerDao has a governance token. So we're going to see how that's going to work. And by the way, MakerDao is revamping, redoing, and upgrading their ethos, just to let you know. Maker Endgame is underway. This is from MakerDao, right? As we ramp up for the Endgame launch season, here's what's on the horizon. New brand identity, new sub-DAOs, new tokens, AI tools, governance, participation rewards. A new blockchain is coming from MakerDao, a layer one. New bridge launch. This is just the beginning, right? So they're going to be bringing, in my humble opinion, the MakerDao ethos to the XRPL. It's been confirmed. It's not even an opinion anymore. Shout out to Mr. Man. Thank you so much for sharing that. Again, stablecoin move is a big move for Ripple. It's a big move for Ripple with the stablecoins. But that's not just all they're doing. They're bringing the MakerDao ethos as well. It's another revenue stream. So it's, for me, I see it as two different revenue streams. One will benefit XRP holders. Both will benefit the Ripple shareholders. And I think that's important to understand. So Chip reposted something from Panos. Chip from On the Chain said, who are the ones consistently rejecting Anados? This is from Panos, is one of the founders, and Anados is a, like a has a DEX, and it's on the XRPL. It's a project on the XRPL. You can get into liquidity pools, you can trade, swap, et cetera, et cetera. So very similar to Uniswap, Anados finance on the XRPL. Ripple has maintained transparency throughout. Not so sure about that. And this should be no different. So Panos put this out. He says XRPL grants and accelerator are okay. So that's not what we want. We want the one where he posted that he had been denied. Oh, there it is right there. Okay. Anados Finance, once again, rejected by RippleX devs. And see, this is, okay, let me read the rest. RippleX devs XRPL accelerator program. He said, it's okay. We will keep going without any help. Bill Morgan says, hey, independence from Ripple and RippleX dev is not such a bad thing at all. And I agree with him 100%. As an entrepreneur, looking to build and grow something, you have to be resourceful. It can oftentimes seem easy to just, well, they're right there. It's a grant program. They're right there. I mean, I'm doing something on the XRPL, and it's right there. It's, there's some money, some resources. It's right there. But this resources is coming from a developer team of Ripple's. This is Ripple's developer team, right? Just like Goldman Sachs has a developer team, just like JP Morgan has a developer team, just like BlackRock has a developer team. And so you're going to them to get money. And just because the common thing is the XRPL, what does that really mean? What if the RippleX dev team is already picked? What if Anados Finance and Orchestra Finance and Sologenic and DexFi.pro, what if they're all the same thing? What if they pretty much do the same thing? And RippleX Dev has chosen, in my opinion, Orchestra Finance. That's who they've chosen. In my humble opinion, DexFi.pro added something different and unique. And so they got grant money because they offer something different and unique. And they got the grant money. That's in my opinion, which was this loans thing that they created, Genes in Motion, in my opinion. So XRP grants and accelerator are the only two initiatives that can help XRPL projects and bring more devs. There are ecosystem initiatives with the goal to boost the good projects and devs. Ideally, says panel, should be run by the XRPL Foundation. But they are not. When good projects are rejected, by the way, the XRPL Foundation says in their X page about independent, nonprofit foundations that furthers activity and development on the XRP ledger ecosystem. But the grants and this accelerator is done by the dev team from Ripple. So devs not at Ripple are going to apply for grants. It seems off. It seems very, very off in my opinion. So ideally should be run by the XRPL Foundation, says panels, but they are not. When good projects are rejected and 99.9% can't sustain themselves because of how XRPL is built and revenue can't be generated, then you have a problem and a lack of incentives for other builders to come. So that's the challenge. I agree on some things and some things I disagree with, but as an entrepreneur, you have to be resourceful and find out other ways to generate some revenue. If you're not getting this, quote unquote, grant money or quote unquote help, she's going to have to go find other ways to generate and acquire resources to build out stuff. RippleX, I suppose, can only pick so many things. But this is the challenge for me. Moonchaser, shout out to Moonchaser. Hurt your dude. I hope you guys are doing well. I am sorry to hear it, panels. Was there any feedback, especially given this was your second application? I thought this was maybe even third. He said no feedback both times. No feedback at all, both times, unfortunately. To me, that's unacceptable. No feedback. Got a genuine guy and or team trying to build something on the XRPL, and there's no feedback given. That's kind of unacceptable. It's kind of unacceptable. So, in any case, that's the panel story. I wanted to share it with you guys because it comes across as a good guy, genuine guy. He's always helping educate and inform the XRP community. And it's just unfortunate that he did get denied. What's more unfortunate is not giving any feedback. So that's not cool. There's always going to be some kind of politics, unfortunately. I find it interesting that there's a RippleX, there's a RippleX dev and an XRPL F, and maybe it's just RippleX dev and XRPL F, maybe the foundation, maybe that's just it. But what I would say is the Orchestra Finance UI and UX looks awesome, but who are they? Where'd they come from? How did that all come about? So if you kind of want some answers, but to panels, I would say, yeah, you're gonna have to be resourceful, my friend, and maybe you could figure out a way to get in some IDO launch pads. Maybe even hook up with Jesse Hines at Seed Starter and see if capital can be raised that way, because we all know that it is very, very expensive to do stuff on the XRPL. So maybe look into Jesse Hines at Seed Starter and see if some money can be raised there. So yeah, that's kind of my recommendation. So there it is there, guys. Look, the Ripple bringing the MakerDao ethos to the XRPL has been confirmed. Shout out to Mr. Man for sharing that video of an interview of Brian Kerr of Kava confirming, in fact, that Ripple reached out to them and asked them to put together a MakerDao proposal back in 2020. 19. All right, fam, there it is. This wraps up your XRP Ripple Daily News in around 0 to 10 minutes. I hope that it has been of value to you. If it has, do me a favor and hit that like button. And if you've been hanging out watching the Crypto Siege and you have enjoyed those hangouts, please consider subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to ring that notification bell, baby, so that you know whenever we go live or whenever we upload a video. I'm going to end this video like I do all my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and we're already winning. And I would ask you to consider this, perhaps ponder the idea or notion of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya. Bye.